Oh, this is fun. Hey up everyone, and welcome to the video. Now if you couldn't work out from the title where I find myself today, well then surely my accent, well, more than gives it away. I am of course in God's own country. I'm in Yorkshire, and a stunning part of Yorkshire at that, the North Yorkshire Dales. Check that out for scenery. Isn't it stunning? Now any locals watching this probably already worked out that I'm not a native of these parts. In fact, I'm probably well and truly butchering the accent. So I thought before we go any further, I need to speak in my normal southern accent from the home counties. Here we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? If you are a Yorkshire man or a Yorkshire woman watching this, I do apologise. It's strictly southern from now on. But let me know what you thought of my accent. I love accents in this country. Love practicing them. I think maybe my my Yorkshire one's got a little way to go. But yeah, as I said, check this out. I was out last weekend. It's been ages since I've done 2 consecutive weekends out. But the north of England, and in fact Wales and Scotland, have had a real dumping of snow sort of quite late in the season. You know, with it only being March, or with already being March, and I couldn't resist. Anyone knowing me will know just how much I love the snow. But yeah, the plan actually, I'm going to be heading to, visiting a lake pretty soon, hopefully. And yeah, there's a little shelter by there. And then the plan after that is to head a bit further on in search of a bothy. So I think next time you see me, I should be at the lake. Well, here we go. Just as promised, I have reached this little lake. And I believe this is called Loch Tarn. I was just going to say how peaceful it has been the last 10 minutes. But we've got a couple of geese here who have got other ideas. Will you keep it down? So I'm sure. But actually, as they started making all the noise, there were rabbits around that legged it. There were 2 sheep that I saw that legged it in the other direction as well. I'm sure these 2 geese are sort of saying, watch it, there's some dodgy looking bloke about to gate crash our party. Sorry guys, or ladies, I don't know which one you are. But it is pretty nice, isn't it? I'm sure you'd agree. It's not quite as dramatic as where I was last weekend, up in Snowdonia. You know, you've not got the craggy peaks, but it's still nice enough. And just the other side of that hillside is I've spotted the Bothy that I'm looking to head to. Whether it's open or not, I've got no idea. And here we go, there's another little shelter just down here as well. I can't see a chimney, and again, no idea whether it's open. So I think I'm gonna go and investigate this one first of all and see what it's like. Let's go. Here we go then. Moment of truth. Let's see whether this place is open. No idea what to expect. Hello? Yep, nobody home. It's open. Oh, it's a stiff door. Oh, all right. This is, I suppose you could class this as a bit of a bothy, but, well, actually, no, it's not. It's very, very basic. You've got, I don't know what these are. Is this for animal feed, actually? It might be. Yeah, it probably is. It looks like these little hooks here might be to, I don't know, sort of chain that animal up. We've got a bit of a seat, and that's it. But it does appear that there is another side, actually, to this building, where the window is. So let's try around the other side. I have seen a door around there. There is, there you go, look, sort of lakeside views. Pretty nice. Let's try around there and see if we have a bit more luck. Right, well, as I got closer, as you can see, there is in fact a chimney. And yeah, this door also, I can get through. Let's have a bit of an investigation. All right, I mean, I still hardly call this luxury, but okay, let's come a bit further in. In fact, I'm gonna come to this corner and then show you what I can see. Right, it looks like we've got a couple of benches. I suppose this is a makeshift table, and we do have a fireplace, which is pretty cool. I'm not planning to stay here because the bothy I'm looking to go to looks slightly better than this. I mean, this would be where you'd have to sleep, unless you tried to lay on the table, but not going to be long enough for my body. But yeah, if you're really caught out and that other bothy happens to be full, I might come back here. There are worse places to be, I suppose, like out on the moors. pretty nice. But yeah, plan now actually, might say hello to these sheep and then head sort of skywards again in search of this bothy. Let's do it. Oh, straight out of that shelter, and it is hard going. 1 minute it's bare ground, the next minute it's sort of nearly knee deep. I think it's been so windy recently that yeah, all the snow's drifted. Oh, it's pretty epic scenery, but yeah, it's tough. Oh, but I can see the bothy. I'll show you that in a sec. I'll show you what I can see. Woo! Well, there it is. It's a bothy that happens to be king of the castle or top of the hill. I can see it looks like a chimney from here. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to this, but it's pathless. I'm hoping it's not going to be too boggy or too drifty. And yeah, I'm hoping it's open. So I guess I'll see you up there. Right, here's the top of a gate. Not very interesting, is it? That's the drift the other side, higher than the gate. So that's a bit more interesting and going to be a hell of a lot harder to get through than this gate. And if I go up even higher, there's the hill that I've got to climb. Doesn't look as steep on camera, but trust me, yeah, it's pretty steep. Looks like probably like a 1 in 4 or something like that. Now, a true southerner, or even sort of an alpine person would create, switchbacks going up here. But in the true nature of a proper Yorkshireman, you got to think, how would a Yorkshireman do it? Well, he'd take quickest route up, wouldn't he? So I think I'm going to have to go straight uphill, taking shortest route. Let's get the legs burning. And next time I see you, I will be at that bothy. So as promised, here we go. Here is the bothy. Now this is called, I believe, Greenhaw Hut. And yeah, moment of truth. It's always the nerve-wracking bit. I haven't looked in the window yet, so I don't know if anybody's here. It's always a bit nerve-wracking. Let's see. Hello? No sign, but at least it is open. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is a lot more homely than the last place. Check this out. Got a nice little table. Another table there. Not much stuff left behind, like in other places. What does this say here? There you go. I'll let you have a look at that. And you can pause it if you want to. Cracking to have this available. And here we go. This is the main room. Oh, very nice. Got like a concrete floor. Bit echoey. But yeah. Well, if you've got a group of people, plenty of hooks for your coats. And the all-important bit, the fireplace. I've got 3 fire logs and some extra wood as well. So I should be able to keep warm later. Oh, this is brilliant. And I'm already thinking, actually, that these 2 benches, if I push those together, and it's going to be small, but that can be my sleeping platform. Very nice. Right, I'm going to bring the stuff in, and I'll show you the view from this place. It is cracking. Well, here we go. Properly settling in now. Darkness is starting to fall outside, as is the snow. It's as you've seen already in this video, it has been pretty snowy up here, and tonight's supposed to be the same. Just looked at the forecast actually, got really good reception up here, and it's supposed to snow from about an hour's time, so about 7 o'clock, all the way through until about 1 o'clock in the morning, so about 6 hours of snow. And then it's supposed to stop and it's supposed to get milder. So it'll be thaw time by the time I head down in the morning. But this is what it's all about, isn't it? Bothy TV, as they call it. The open fire. Now, I'm sure some of you watching this probably thinking, it looks cosy, but, you're on your own in the middle of nowhere. Aren't you a bit scared? I think the answer is no. It's weird. I probably feel more at risk when I'm walking around the city than I do sort of in somewhere like this. There's no one around for miles. Someone could turn up later, you never know, but if they do, well, it's pretty likely that they're going to be sort of like-minded people. They're just sort of looking for a bit of an adventure, and I'm sure I'll get pretty well with them. That's definitely been the way it's been before. So I'm just going to sit, keep the feet and keep the hands warm, I think. Got the old slippers again, so a bit of luxury, and I reckon I'll get the dinner on the go soon as well. This is what it's about. So as you can see, yeah, I went outside to collect some snow. In fact, actually, yeah, the snow has properly started to fall out there as well. I'll show you that a bit later. This was full a minute ago. Really tried to pack it down because obviously, you know, I don't know what the stats are, but you know, it takes you can have a hell of a lot of snow. It doesn't really give you that much water. So we'll see what we get from this. Once that's melted, I'll pour in some rainwater as well, and then I'll use that for my dinner. That's what I've got tonight. I'm cheating again. Not cooking from scratch. It's one of those dehydrated ones again. Something to eat. Not had this one before, but it's chicken fajita with rice. So I reckon that'll go down well. And all these little wrapped up bits down here, I've got some dessert in there, and I've got some fruit also. So I shall have my fill. And I reckon I need to crack this open as well. It's one of my, anybody who's seen any of my other videos will know how much I like this. The Velvet Stout. I reckon we need to crack this open and get started. Oh, it is lovely chilling by this fire. I say chilling, warming by this fire. And it's time to enjoy some of this dinner now as well. As always, I am ravenous. It smells pretty good. And I can confirm it tastes pretty good as well. Oh yeah, got a nice big lump of chicken there. And of course, as I always say, you can't make any of these places without enjoying a good beer as well. Well earned. Cheers. I'm so glad it's come out. And it nearly didn't happen actually, because I had originally planned to come to meet a local guy up here, who I'd been chatting to in an online sort of camping forum. But yet to bail, just because of family issues. And yeah, I wasn't going to do it. But it's been a pretty hectic week. If I haven't been working, I've sort of been up to other things as well in the evenings. So it's actually nice just to come out on my own and just enjoy a bit of me time. As I said earlier, I'm sure some of you probably watch this thinking like, how much fun can a guy have on his own in a shelter in the middle of nowhere? Actually, the answer is quite a lot. I've always enjoyed my own company. I'm not a complete hermit, but yeah, I'm not afraid of my own company. And when you've got a fire like this, a bit of alcohol and a good book, which I'm going to tuck into later, what else do you need? So I think I'm going to polish off the rest of this. I think the next you'll see of me, I'll show you my sleep setup, and I'll show you some of the snow howling outside as well. So yeah, I've enjoyed the last hour or so just relaxing by the fire. It's been great actually, kept nice and warm, and yeah, enjoyed my book as well. Been a really, really nice evening. But yeah, going to call it a night now. Snow's still sort of driving away outside, almost blowing in sideways. So cleaning the teeth outside and going to the loo was pretty nippy. But yeah, here's the sleep system. Got my sleeping mat underneath there and my nice warm sleeping bag. This should keep me nice and warm because it goes down to about -5. As you can see, the fire is pretty much dying out now. It's been great though, all evening actually. It's got a really, really good draw on it. So pretty impressed with this fire. But let's just hope that I sleep well. I hope that nothing goes bump in the night. I can't go anywhere even if it does because, yeah, I've just been outside and you turn the light off and I tell you, it's pitch black. Middle of absolutely nowhere. So let's hope I sleep well and I shall see you in the morning. Night, night. Good morning, campers. Well, I must say, for a pretty desolate hut like this on the wild Yorkshire moors in the middle of nowhere, I slept pretty soundly. Nothing went bump in the night, and thankfully no ghosts came out to play in the early hours. So yeah, apart from getting up to go to the loo, sort of about 3 o'clock this morning, yeah, I slept pretty solidly for about 8 hours. So cannot complain at all. I actually don't feel too bad. But I must say, even just my face popping out here, I can actually tell it's still pretty nippy in here. So the first thing I need to do, as soon as I'm out of this very, very snug sleeping bag, is to get the fire going, go and collect some water from the snow outside, which is rapidly thawing as I speak. And then, yeah, it's great actually, obviously, because I haven't camped, I haven't got a tent or anything to pack away, so it shouldn't take too long to sort of start heading back to the car. But yeah, I think I'll do that once I fill my tummy as well. I've got quite a bit of food actually for breakfast. Looking forward to that. Let's get moving then. Once the fire was finally lit, it was time to head out and check out the morning views. It was incredible actually just how much of the snow from the night before had thawed. But even with the increased temperature, I tell you, it was still absolutely Baltic in the really strong wind. So I didn't mess around. It was straight to the snowbank to get my water. Well, in this case, the snow that was still there. Packed it down as much as I could. And yeah, as quickly as I could, it was rushed back to the warmth of the fire to get the stove started. Yeah, there we go. Fire still burning. Thank God it is. It's giving off a fair bit of heat, even though it's not the most powerful fire in the world. But yeah, warming the old cockles as well now with a bit of brekkie. Got my usual porridge, the coffee. Can't seem to start a day without it these days. And of course, you probably got the bean sausages, and in there actually is some nice cheesy bread as well to warm it all up. So I'm going to fill my boots before putting them on a bit later. But yeah, well, I thought I'd say actually that I'm sure some of you watching this, will be wondering where on earth this Bothy is. I know I gave you the name sort of earlier in the video, but yeah, I will say for those of you who are familiar with Bothies, I apologise for all the information I'm about to give you. You'd already know about it. But for those that aren't so familiar, yeah, most of these open shelters or Bothies are run by a brilliant voluntary organisation called the Mountain Bothy Association. You find them all over Wales, Scotland, and sort of these wilder parts of England as well. They've got an open door policy, and yeah, there's a website, sort of the Mountain Bothy Association website, where you can see the location. But this one isn't run by the MBA, and it's for that reason that yeah, I'm not going to give you the exact location. You'll have to search for it on an OS map, like I did. Take a bit of research, but it's easy enough to do, and it's well worth it, as I'm sure you would agree. Right, we'll polish the rest of this off. I think the next you'll see of me, I'll be doing something which I reckon every Bothy goer must do. So I'm kind of just waiting for the fire to burn itself out, and of course I've got to give the Bothy a good sweep, so I'll leave it as I found it and pack my stuff away. But other than that, an all-important thing left to do is to, of course, read and sign the Bothy book. So all good Bothies have one. And it's actually really entertaining just sitting here, just reading some of the comments. Tell you what, actually, before I sign it, I'll share some with you. So we've got a little picture of George, the lipstick man, and we've got a little guy called Jacob, all tucked up in his sleeping bag. He looks very, very happy indeed. And it says, George's gassy steak parts scared the passengers away very vigorously. Then he went on a wild poo at the front of the Bothy. Lovely. I recommend you stay away. I think he gave himself food poisoning. Right, this one here actually is from Boxing Day. It says, great views, a bit of snow, for Megan and Julian from Melbourne in Australia. Wow, that's a long way to come to a bothy like this. Sure, it's a lot colder here for Christmas than it would be back home. And what else have we got? Oh, what about this one? So this was just after New Year. Wonderful to be here again on a gloriously sunny, albeit chilly day. Great lunch stock. Thank you, Bolton Estate. Then you've got all of the names. You've got Carol and Arnold, Martin on his tramper, and yeah, it's 312 years between them. Good work, guys. Right then, I'm actually a good way down from that bothy, but this is the first place I was able to film, just because it was so bloody windy up there. And I tell you, it was properly Baltic. It might have warmed up, and the snow might be thawing, but yeah, that wind still makes it feel sub-zero. But yeah, I'm enjoying my last few, I don't know, my last sort of 10, 15 minutes or so in the snow before I drive south, and that may well be it for the rest of the season. We'll have to see. Might get some up in Scotland maybe, the beginning of April when I had planned to be up there. We'll cross our fingers and hope. But anyway, had a cracking trip up to that bothy. I loved it. Even if it wasn't sort of exactly what I planned, you know, originally expecting some company up there, but I still loved it up there by myself. Hopefully you enjoyed the trip as well. And if you did, as I always say, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Always much appreciated. And it means you can catch my next adventures as well. But until then, if you are out, obviously enjoy and take care as well. See you soon. Adios.